This position above Zelenogorsk provides an excellent vantage point over an area which is relatively high traffic, but not so populated that it creates too much risk. I've noticed another player. When you see them from such a large distance, you have plenty of time to assess the situation and decide how and when to act. In this case, they're apparently heading toward the Mishkino tents. I want to get a bit closer and see if an opportunity presents itself. After losing sight for a few seconds, he's suddenly a lot closer than I expected. Now he's running across an open field and he'll be pretty hard to hit. If I don't take him down quickly, there'll be an exchange of gunfire, which is a bit too risky for my taste. If I try to follow him across the field and I'm seen, I have no cover or concealment, and that's also not good enough, so I abandon the pursuit. I'm planning to meet up with a few friends, so I definitely don't want to put myself at risk before we've even managed to meet up. Before too long, Vanguard has arrived and we hear some activity in the town. Shortly after, we see a car speeding off. We don't know exactly where it's gone, but we move in that general direction. And on the other side of Green Mountain, we hear gunshots. I now have a scope, which I found in a deer stand on the way. Then we watch a player who runs back and forth for a while before logging out under a tree. Then we realise there's a crashed helicopter off to the far right. We're definitely going to investigate that. We wait a while, then Vanguard moves toward the town while I give overwatch. He then does the same thing for me. As I reach the other end of town, it appears that the vehicle that we saw earlier and its occupants have been destroyed. There is loot strewn all about the car. I set myself up in the forest behind the chopper and Vanguard loots. A third member of the squad has arrived and his name is Hoplite. I get set up in the forest behind the chopper while Vanguard's looting. We've now got a 3-man squad because Hoplite has arrived. We're now waiting for Boydie, but on the way he's discovered a few barrels containing loot. I'm not going to show you exactly where those barrels are, but we took the best stuff, pretty much, and dumped everything else that we didn't need back into the barrels. Like I said, we're now in a squad of 4 and with enough ammo to do a bit of damage. At the same time, though, one of my goals is not to suffer a single casualty tonight. I'd like to avoid that as much as possible. I want to get into situations involving other players where we have full control. Anyway, after moving back around the northern side of Green Mountain, there's another chopper crash site, and we set up with Vanguard and Hoplite uphill on the Green Mountain tree line, Boydie downhill in the little forest sort of below it, and myself at close range hiding in a bush. This meant we had a great view of anyone approaching the chopper. I'm in a pretty dangerous spot, but I feel that this risk is mitigated by the cover provided by the other guys in the group. Unfortunately, after waiting for quite a while, we realised that this first-person server is practically empty, and our squad of 4 is about half the server. I fucking hate to log out of a first-person server to go to a third-person one, but if we don't do that, nothing's going to happen for the rest of the night. We all log out and then log back into a populated third-person server, and we're all very surprised that there's a chopper on this server as well. I just spawned. Fuck me. I'm scared.
There's gear to the tail, I can see.
You can't see anyone on it. I think there's a player there. Yeah, there is. There's a player. Heli. Yeah, at the heli. Yep.
That was you. I didn't shoot
No, that's not me. That's not me. Do you want to start firing some shots at him?
Yep.
Hopefully he takes cover.
He's running around it.
Yep.
Stop for taking the head.
Got him.
Poor fella.
How fucking unlucky is that? You know the worst part of it would be if he sat there for 5 minutes searching the area, making sure there was no one around, and then unbeknownst to him, 4 people fucking spawn in right around him.
He's just watched vigilantes how to enter dangerous areas. Like,
yeah. He's followed it to a T. But it was we didn't do it intentionally either. I mean, what are we supposed to do?
Exactly.
We didn't know there was going to be a chopper here. In hindsight, I wish we'd just watched and let him go. It's really not a fair kill, and I'm not proud of that one at all. However, I will explain why I asked Vanguard to take that shot before I did. Firstly, Vanguard is quite a bit further away, and it would be harder for the player to pinpoint his position than mine once the shot started coming. And if I started firing, he could probably or possibly spin around and start to throw some accurate shots at me if I miss. Secondly, the player is probably going to take cover and look for the shooter using his third-person camera. That means he'll be sitting still, which makes the shot far easier, so he'd be crouching down and looking over the chopper with his camera. I'm in a position which makes almost a direct line from the nose of the chopper, and I'm at a right angle to Vanguard, so the player will be a sitting duck no matter which side he chooses to take cover on. He wasn't going to be safe at any angle. And finally, when we did start shooting at him, he thought the sound was actually coming from the opposite direction, and he took cover on the wrong side, which allowed me and Vanguard to shoot him at exactly the same time. And take note of this little concept of coordinating fire, because you're going to see it a couple more times before this video ends. After that incident, a second player came up to the chopper, but something spooked him and he started running away, so Boydie took a shot and he disappeared. A few minutes later, this player reappeared uphill beside Hoplite. They exchanged fire, and Hoplite was the one who survived, though he did take a bullet in the process and now had a lot of damaged gear. And I have to say that player definitely had some experience, because he did pretty well overall. He retreated, then approached from a different angle and higher elevation, and surprised us really. This convinced me definitely that we should have had someone watching back uphill and into the forest. So after this incident, while the others were looting that dead body and taking care of their wounds, I was watching back uphill and along the inner tree line of Green Mountain. I would hate to have someone hear those gunshots and run towards us and just wipe us all out, which is always a possibility in this game. And at this point, I'm now pretty anxious to leave the area and get back to that spot above Zelenogorsk. So we went back and we got set up in that position and started watching the town and the surrounding areas. Boydie was locked in to watching the town for any movement. He noticed a fair bit of activity from zombies in the distance, which was a really good sign for us. And after a short discussion, we had a rough plan to lay an ambush, which involved keeping one person in the group to hang back and not engage directly in the fight. And the reason we want to do this is so that they would have, the person who's hanging back would have an overview of the battlefield and see the bigger picture, and they can then communicate everything back down to the rest of us. When you're not focused on attacking a target, you don't get tunnel vision on that target, and you can do a better job of providing intel, providing information. Anyway, as we're watching, we see a couple of people server hopping, and they just sort of appeared at the barracks and then vanish. And immediately afterward, a single figure entered and exited the barracks and came running right toward us.
High school are moving again.
Yeah, I just saw movement again next to the camo building. Yep, they're running back towards the northern barrack.
Player
running out.
Yeah, running towards us. Black shirt, yeah.
Look, he's running directly towards our barn.
Carrying a rifle, he's got a blue mountain backpack, yeah.
Red barn. Bitch.
He's at the red. He's at the red barn.
He's up probably 50 metres south of it, just below it.
Oh, okay, so he's behind it from me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's running up to the barn now. Downside. Yeah, he's about to enter the barn.
Yep.
You see him, Vidge? He's in front of it.
Yeah, I see him.
He's
What do
armed.
you do with this? He's armed.
Let me know if you're going to fire a shot.
He's looking.
I'm behind him now. Behind him to his left.
Have you boys got shots?
Yep.
No, I don't.
3 of us do. Are we ready?
3, 2, 1. He's hit.
He's done. Is he done?
Unconscious.
He's unconscious. Okay, go bandage him up, tie him up.
I don't have any bandages, but I'll keep an eye on him.
Have we got rope or anything?
Yeah, I
Right,
do.
right.
Okay, fix him up, fix him up. I've got, I can fix his broken legs. Hello, man, can you hear me? Hello?
Hey, man.
Hey, we're very sorry about
Pretty
that.
good shot.
Well,
No, mate, it's alright.
3 of us shot you at the same time, but we're going to fix you up and send you off.
Oh. Legend. Wow, thank you so much.
Are you
I'll run away from Solano, I guess.
Was there someone in there shooting at you, or?
No, man, I was heading towards Shkino Tents, and then you guys scared the living daylights out of me, and
Contact again.
it's funny. It's second encounter like this that I've not been completely just shot in the head. Found somewhat nice people in the world, you know?
Oh, that's good. Well, we did hurt you a lot.
Oh, yeah. But
Do you have broken legs?
still hope for DayZ.
There is. You got broken
Maybe.
legs?
But, yeah, I do. Hang on a second. Are you actually vigilante?
That's correct, sir, I am.
Busted.
Oh my god. You know my friend Brody?
Oh, I think so.
Died at Mosquito Tents. Rip Chubby Ninja.
Yeah.
Oh
Fuck,
my
serious.
god.
I've got both of you.
Just gotta go, then we obviously need to move
Jeez.
on-
Yeah, I
move
was
as well,
with
Yeah,
him
agreed.
when we first
If
met
you-
you,
if you
and then
need
I had to
gear.
go.
Moving out, heading towards what looks
Wow,
like a
small boy.
I'm just going to trust you from this point completely. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, no,
Thank you
I'll
so
the
much.
Mosin down
mate.
here. If
You can take my gun off me if you want.
Okay,
I
that's
honestly
fine.
don't care.
No, you take it. There's a Mosin behind you. You can pick that
Incredible.
up. Is there
Oh my god,
there
thank
ammo
you,
for it?
man. You're amazing.
I didn't have any, but
Am I right to
I
crouch?
think it's got some rounds.
Yeah,
in it.
do whatever
Might
you
wanna
want.
Check it.
Take that Mosin. We're trying to
Sure.
sort out some other guys in
Oh,
these
okay.
barracks here. No, you're no longer a prisoner.
Oh,
you're,
okay.
you're a free man. You do whatever you want.
Thank you. You guys are amazing. Ah, you're incredible.
Cool. Well, you're a champ. Thank you very
Oh,
much
thank
for not logging out, actually.
Mate. I'm not like that. Got someone in Pavlova just before for doing that. I'll look this way, you know, make you guys feel safe.
No worries. We're going to go sort out these other
Oh,
guys.
geez, thank you. Yeah, you
Cheers.
have fun.
Have a great night. You too.
Well, likewise, mate, thank you.
That gun we gave him was taken from the player we killed after spawning into the server, so it felt pretty appropriate. It felt like the right thing to do to give that away. Sorry guys, what's the update? I have not been paying attention to you at all.
No, he's we've lost
Who's
eyes on
running
him.
past us?
That's our friend. And remember the video I made with a guy called Chubby Ninja?
Yeah.
That's one of his friends.
Oh, nice. I'm just gonna watch him.